Hey everyone, welcome to Moving Matt. We do all things cameras with a dash of vlogs and a little bit of travel. And this is Camera Wars, the show where I give you the latest camera news and let you know just how the battle is heating up. First up, Panasonic has finally decided enough is enough, and it's time to give the people what they've all been waiting for. They took all the excellent video features of the S1H, but with the anatomical features of the BGH1. And now we have the bullshit 1H. The BS1H. But this isn't simply an S1H in a box. They also took out the constricting IBIS. Okay, I'll stop. Panasonic did not update the autofocus. They did remove the awesome IBIS, but it is a smaller box style cinema body with some extra needed ports for more professional shoots. Generally speaking, I like Panasonic and I'm rooting for them to become one of the major players. And I've said multiple times that if the S1H would have had Sony or Canon's autofocusing, we may have a very different camera landscape right now. This BS1H looks like a good camera for the niche it's made for, but it doesn't look like a camera that's going to move Panasonic forward in any significant way. But those are just my opinions. What do you think about this camera? Do you think it's a bigger deal than I do? Will this move them forward? Drop in the comment section below and let me know. But speaking of forward, something that Nikon fans have to look forward to is the release of the flagship Z9. Over the week, Nikon decided to tease people by showing the back of the camera.
Oh, geez, look at the butt on that.
And get this, it has a screen that tilts down and to the side. So yeah, if you've been following this camera, you know that leaks of the back have been out for a while now, basically since the Olympics. And even though the screen was taped in those images, most people speculated that this screen would have these features. To me, all these companies with their teasing reminds me of celebrities who've had their sex tape leak and then later decide to do a Playboy shoot. Whoop-de-doo! We've already seen it better than you've teased it. But with all that being said, from all the things we know about this camera and all that's been rumored, I do believe that Nikon has a beast of a camera on their hands, and even though this will be out of most people, including myself's price range, I think this bodes well for the future of Nikon cameras. But while we are talking about the future of cameras, it looks like the future of some Canon cameras are hanging in the balance.
Earthquake test!
According to Canon rumors, due to supply chain issues, many of Canon's previously rumored cameras are now on the chopping block or getting sent back to the drawing board to make sure they're still competitive when they actually make it to market. Canon rumors was uncertain of which cameras have been affected, but hypothesized that since NAB 2021 was delayed, some of the previously rumored cinema cameras may have been the first to be canceled or redrawn. Let's hope that this doesn't wind up delaying or canceling cameras like the RP Mark II or the R7, two cameras that have been heavily rumored and highly anticipated. I think that one thing that we can take from this is to expect that camera rumors as a whole are going to be less reliable until the supply chain issues are resolved. But talking about something that's unreliable, Sony Alpha rumors are about as reliable as that guy in the van actually wanting to show you a puppy. Say that the Sony A7 IV has downsampled 4K 60 10-bit 422 after all, but it's downsampled from 4.8K in Super 35 mode.
It's not true.
Now I know a lot of you are probably freaking out right now thinking that Sony Alpha rumors is saying there will be no full frame 4K 60.
Calm down. Get a hold of yourself.
But that is not what's happening, and I do not believe that's what they're saying. In the beginning, when Sony Alpha rumors said it had 4K downsampled from 7K, everyone freaked out and thought, why no 4K 60? And anyone who's watched this channel knows that I said that that wasn't what that meant. So to break it down, essentially the way that rumor sites work, as they get more information, they share it.
No shit.
They don't have the entire picture of the specs, so if they hear it has 4K 30 downsampled from 7K, they report that information, and if they hear it has 4K 60 downsampled in Super 35 mode, they report that. The point I'm making is let's not freak out. I said from the very beginning that I think this will have a full frame or a very minor cropped 4K 60. It will just be using pixel binning in that mode. Anyone who owns or has owned an A7 IV knows that in cropped Super 35 mode, it downsamples 4K from I believe it is 5K, and in the full sensor readout, it uses line skip 4K. Now some people will think that pixel binning 4K will suck, but the A1 does it really well, and I think this will also. So to top everything off here, here's a list of the specs we've heard about. I've went over them multiple times, so I won't repeat them now, but you can pause them here if you want to look into them further. But before you think that full frame 4K 60 isn't happening and you're ready to give up on this camera, just take a breath and remember to like and subscribe. Well, that is the current state of the camera wars. Share all your thoughts below and do all the stuff, and until next time, peace.